We were really good offensively the first 5 minutes, and yet they went 9 out of 10. We were poor defensively. Didn't seem like we guarded anybody. Our number one key was stop dribble penetration. And things happen in these games, you know. I mean, give them credit, I guess, but you know, Williams has hit 6 threes. Whole Big Ten season, he goes 3 for 3, and Jones is shooting 17%. He hits one, that's 4 of their 7. We did not guard dribble penetration at all. Some of it was our ball screen defense. Some of it was, you know, we tried to play AJ. He's been out since Saturday, and probably shouldn't have played him. But we tried a little bit, and then he's been sick. And they play better than us. They're better than us. Shot better than us. Moved the ball better than us. We were supposed to double down on the post some after halftime. We didn't do it. And the team won tonight.
Tom, can you talk about the disappointment going from the way you played Saturday to what you saw today?
Yeah, it's been a storyline, you know. I think the lack of leadership really disappoints me in our juniors and seniors. You know, they just did not. I mean, I'm confused how Malik can play one way and he plays another way. And so we, you know, we got something out of Jaden Akins. We got something out of Marty. All Marty did was play hard, give him credit. It was the first time I saw Julius play like that, you know, laying on the floor, doesn't get up, they hit a 3. We made some mistakes early, they took advantage of it, they made some shots, give them credit. I thought Bill did a great job with them, and they said the better team won.
The lineup that you mentioned about Akins and Sissoko, but the lineup kind of got you back with Max kind of running the one. I mean, is that something that maybe could be something down the line that might help him a little bit with shooting too?
I don't know, that puts more pressure on Max. Come off ball screens and that, but plus it eliminates some of our break because he just doesn't know those things yet. But Tyson wore down, got hurt a little bit with his knee, and then you know, we just, like I said, that was my fault on AJ. He, you know, I knew on Saturday he was sicker than a dog, and Sunday and Monday, you know, we thought last night he felt a little better, but hadn't practiced the second. So that probably didn't help either. You know, we weren't sure what he was going to do. We thought maybe he had COVID, as I said, and then we tested him and he didn't. And so couldn't get Max enough reps, but we'll play someone with that. But our bigs didn't do a very good job. You know, Marcus and Julius were just, I don't mean in the post either, I'm talking about ball screens. That was our big problem. They drove the ball, and when they drove the ball, they missed. They get their own rebound, or they kick out for those open 3s that Williams hit in the corner. That was the biggest. That was the number one key on our scouting report, is dribble penetration.
Tommy, you mentioned your leaders and your upperclassmen. What do you want to see out of them kind of after this going forward with a couple of tough games?
I want them to just play harder, you know, because I'm not going to get out of them what they need out of them. I just need them to play harder. You know, Marty, I just played harder, that's all. And so it'll be a, you know, been there before, disappointment, but I don't know how you come off a game like Saturday and then come down to your rival and you know, like I said, the first 5 minutes I thought we played really pretty well. Ball was moving, we were running our break, and all of a sudden we didn't do any of it. So.
What did you see maybe different from Dickinson in this one versus the first one?
Yeah, that's a good question. I felt like we didn't push him out as far and just kept backing us in, and he made a lot of shots. You know, he made some of those shots. I mean, at our place, he missed some of those shots. You know, but as much as the game was lost there, the game was lost with the penetration and the lack of guarding ball screens, if you ask me. So, you know, pick your poisons on what you want to do with some of them. And we actually probably did a decent job on Brooks. He goes 4 for 11. Houston gets 7 shots up, but you know, we've been shooting so good from the free throw line leading this league, and the last 2 games we're not even shooting 50%, so those things hurt you too.
Anything else, guys?
Can you, did you think defensively you were getting some progress against Purdue with the way Hogard played defense against Ivy, and obviously you didn't have that available today? And will you be able to recapture that? How much did you miss the Hogard defense today if you felt you were building off of that on Saturday? Can you put into words what you missed with him tonight?
Yeah, you know, it's hard for me to say till I see the film. I really thought that, yeah, our guards gave up some stuff, but there were some things we were doing in the ball screens that we just did the opposite, stepping up. And, I don't know why that was, so I'll have to look at the film and see. But I mean, we definitely missed him defensively. I mean, he's probably our best defender. But even when he played in the first half, a couple minutes, he was dying. And he's got tonsils really bad. And he tried to go. That was.
What's kind of the next course of action with that, with the quick trip down there? I mean, do you try and just keep him full of fluids? And
I don't know. I'm not a doctor. That's what we got doctors for. I don't know what they'll do. I mean, you know, we've all had strep throat. We've all had bad colds. You know, they've got to take their course a little bit. I mean, throw as many meds in it as we can, but you know, it's not going to be an easy thing to go down on the bus and all that. But big boy, he'll handle it.
Tom, how much does this kind of feel like the Big Ten this year has kind of been all over the map? Because Ohio State, you're playing in 2 days, just lost at home to Nebraska tonight. I mean, it just, you know, so that's what you're going into. So I don't know if that factors into where these guys' minds are, or what they're going to see in Ohio State in 2 days. It just kind of felt like that kind of year in the conference for a lot of teams.
Well, yeah, I mean, even the top teams, you know, the top 2 teams have lost 4 or 5 games. You know, it's been a weird year. It's been a weird how kids are up and they're down. And consistency has been our problem, but I think consistency has been a lot of teams' problems. I mean, you know, they win a big game against Purdue and then go lose at home to Ohio State. You know, right? You know, so. We've done the same thing. I think a lot of teams are doing that, and it is disappointing. But I don't think it's anything. We're not going to fix our leadership right now. What we're going to do is try to figure out how we can do a little better job on those ball screens, and so we're going to have to look at it as coaches too. We're going to take some blame for that because our guys just look confused. We're going under some ball screens that. It's not at all what we did for 3 days. So I don't know. There's some meetings on the bus. We'll figure it out. But I didn't realize what was the score of that game.
It's like 8 points or something.
Did anybody watch the Nebraska game against Penn State?